Hello, and welcome to the 2021-2022 February DAC training on alternate Kentucky Summative Assessment. This is one in a series of recorded trainings to prepare the DACS and BACS for the upcoming spring test administration. As a result of overwhelmingly positive feedback on the recorded trainings last year, OAA is continuing to provide pre-recorded trainings in advance of scheduled question and answer sessions. I am Jason Howard, and I will be presenting the alternate Kentucky Summative Assessment DAC training. With that, let's get underway. So let's begin with the upcoming timeline for the spring alternate testing. So first, we do have a makeup window for any students that were unable to complete testing in window 1, be it tornado, COVID, flooding, late enrollment into the alternate program, or any other reason. So all makeup windows must be approved. If you need a makeup window, please email me, Jason Howard, to arrange a makeup window for your students. Now, all medical non-participation should be submitted in SDR when it opens in 2022 in the spring. Now, this includes medical non-participations for students in Windows 1. Please submit these as soon as possible when SDR opens. I want to stress that I cannot approve or deny any medical non-participations myself. This is actually done by a team at KDE. If for some reason a student with Window 1 medical non-participation is denied, that student would be required to take the Window 1 and Window 2 of the assessment during Window 2. So early submission is vital. Materials will ship based on your spring break. So these will ship for Window 2 the week of April 4th through the 8th, or the week of April 11th through the 15th. Now, Window 2 will open April 18th and it will run until May 27th. And all testing and scores must be entered in the SRD by June 3rd. Now, this date is firm and cannot be modified or extended. Now, back on the topic of medical non-participations. They should be submitted for Window 1 and 2 during the spring window in SDRR. Now, as noted earlier, please complete these early in the testing window. If a non-participation is denied, there may still be time to complete an assessment if you submit early. Keep in mind, if one is denied, both windows would need to be completed during Window 2. Non-participations can be requested by content area as well as the whole test. As noted in the SDRR segment, extraordinary circumstances non-participations are no longer available. Now, during administration, school and district staff must follow all state and local safety guidelines. These decisions should be made in accordance with the local health department and state government guidelines at the time of testing. Testing plans may be modified given the changing circumstances of the pandemic. Adjustments may be needed as COVID-19 outbreak conditions change, and the most up-to-date COVID-19 district guidance and resources can be found on KDE's COVID-19 webpage. Now, with that said, the chart above shows that there are currently no testing waivers available. Students are expected to test unless they have an approved medical non-participation in SDRR. We do offer flexibility on when and where you can test students this year. If students cannot come to school, we are allowing testing to occur in homes, libraries, community centers, churches, and other venues. If students cannot be in the building around other students, we have approved after-hours testing so that their exposure can be mitigated. If you need testing flexibility, please contact me, Jason Howard, and we can work through your options. Now, the Quality of School Climate Safety Survey must be completed before the first assessment is administered during Window 2. The survey consists of 17 questions. 5 of those deal with school climate, 5 deal with school safety, and the final 7 concern opportunities to learn. Now, there are 4 response options for the school climate and safety sections. A 5th response option is available for the opportunities to learn section. There are different questions for grades 3 through 5 and then 6 through high school. Students in 3 through 8, 10, and 11 are required to take the survey. Students in 9, 12, or 14 are not required to take the survey because they are not tested. If you'd like to preview the survey, it is available on the KDE website. Results of the survey should be submitted in the Student Registration Database, or the SRD, beginning April 18th and by an end date of June 3rd. The results from the Quality of School Climate and Safety Survey will be integrated with all school and district feedback. Now, what to expect when you get your materials. Schools with students identified for placement in the alternate assessment program will receive one binder with one full set of materials for DACS. Schools will receive one full set of materials for the grades represented, 3 through 5, 6 through 8, and 10 and 11. I want to note again that grades 9 and 12 do not test, so no materials will be received for those students. Copies of the original task can be made so that adaptations to the materials can occur. Now, so far, the information shared has been about the alternate Kentucky Summative Assessment, but another vital part of the alternate assessment program is the Transition Attainment Record. This takes place of the ACT. Now, TAR administration opened on September 27th, 2021, and it ends on May 27th of 2022. Now, just like the alternate Kentucky Summative Assessment, scores for the TAR should be entered into the SRD by June 3rd. Now, once again, that is a firm date and no extensions can be granted. Now, while the TAR is traditionally offered at grade 11 to coincide with the ACT, it can also be administered at grade 12 and 14. If a student did not reach benchmark in reading, mathematics, or science in grade 11, they can take the TAR again at grade 12 and 14. The benchmarks are currently on the slide. Any student taking the TAR at grade 12 or 14 should use the grade 11 TAR document. You will have to manually register grade 12 and 14 students within the SRD. Now, where does all this work occur? The online training system, or the OTS, and the Student Registration Database, or the SRD, is where most of the work happens. All right, so the OTS is the location for online quizzes, reviewing teacher accounts, accessing online science videos and quiz certificates. And the SRD is the location where all AT, or Attainment Tasks, and TAR, Transition Attainment Record scores, should be entered. There are varying levels of access within these databases, so DACS, DOSes, and district admins must approve and grant access to teachers. A link to the OTS and SRD is on this slide, and it is an active link. Now, seating charts for the alternate assessment are sent as part of the school or district materials. They are located in the back of each school binder. A seating chart should be completed for each school. They may contain multiple students per chart, and you should submit seating charts to the building assessment coordinator or the designee. The destruction of materials is a key part of the assessment process. No paper materials shipped back from districts. USB drives containing videos are expected to be returned to UK. UK will provide specific guidance on how to return these materials. After all tasks are administered, all materials should be returned to the DAC or BAC or designee. The DAC or designees should shred all attainment tasks and paper materials. Now, the Office of Assessment Accountability, or OAA, will be monitoring districts this year. Depending on the pandemic and how it evolves, in-person and virtual monitoring visits are planned for the 2021-2022 school year. If in-person visits are not possible, virtual visits will continue. Sites are chosen by both purposeful and random selection. Virtual visits are scheduled well in advance. Questions and interviews will be conducted in person or virtually based on monitoring being performed. District monitoring is highly recommended, but there are no set requirements by KDE. Now, here are some important links that will help in spring 2022. Here you will find links to trainings, the SDRR, the medical non-participation form and guidance around that, the alternate assessment website, and the alternate assessment calendar, as well as the OTS and SRD. All of the links on this PowerPoint are live and do work. Since the live Q&A sessions will not include full presentations of content already covered in the video recordings, DACS and BACS should be prepared for the question and answer sessions. Before attending the question and answer sessions, DACS and BACS can be prepared by watching all or pertinent training videos on the administration of the Spring 2021 Spring Assessments. The February DAC question and answer sessions will follow the same topics and time frame at each location. The agenda and times on the slide will be followed. Participants planning to attend specific sessions can depend upon these time frames. Additionally, if weather, COVID-19, or other circumstances impact the in-person session, the question and answer session will be held online. All resources that come with this and other trainings can be located in the 2022 February DAC training folder. This concludes the alternate Kentucky Summative Assessment portion of the February DAC trainings. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us at 502-564-4394 or at dacinfo@education.ky.gov. Thank you for your time.